You know how this is going to begin, don't you? Yeah, you do. Do you? I say it again. Do you? RobLynn Live. I know you do, Ash Mafara. I know you watch the replays. There ain't no doubt about it. And when you're driving in Orlando, Florida, you're listening to RobLynn Live at 8 o'clock. I know it. I know it. I suspect it. I don't know it. I don't know it because I don't know if I'm still on his speed dial list. But at any rate, Ash, we hope you'll join us one of these days. That's all I'm going to say on that. And we'll move right along and say, do you, Delisa Christie, RobLynn Live? I think you do, as well as Axel and Annabelle, two of the pooches from Destin, Florida. I wonder if they have a dog sitter, if they made the trip. They must have a dog sitter. There's no way they would have made the trip to California, I don't think. At any rate, welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to most everyone's favorite variety chat with RobLynn Live Network, production of RobLynn Live and Ali.
Oh, Wonder Dog.
With tonight's topic, oh yeah, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it now. Ain't nobody got a topic like this, man. It's just RobLynn Live and Ali. A great innovation, culinary advances. What's going on in the kitchen? And that reminds me, you can get anything that you want at Ash Mafara's restaurant. Oh yeah, cha cha cha. All right, all right. So we're talking a great innovation, culinary advances, followed by community time, as you folks know, and a bit of signing, if any of the deaf community are in tonight, and a song by JJ the Tin Man, also known as John the Baritone Barilla. John Barilla. So let's get ready to rumble.
I hope you can hear Sarananda. I can hear Rob on the YouTube live stream, so I think the sound is working. So I hope your sound is working as well.
Well, that would be dandy if everybody can hear us. Now that would be nice. Hello to Rishi and Michael Chatta and David Switzer and Renus Texala. What?
Well, I just asked, can everybody hear? I think Sarananda, you might want to refresh because I think people are hearing, or exit and come back in because we want you to hear.
We want everybody to hear, and that reminds me, go to RobLynnLive.com. What happens when you go to RobLynnLive.com? Well, let me tell you one on and here we go. A cow, calf, and a half. Cow, calf, and a half. Here we go. Cow, calf, and a half. Nope. No. You don't get cow, calf, and a half. You get the whole cow. If you go to RobLynnLive.com. And what do you get? Oh, up pops the Lynn Me A Nakamoto
and thank
registration page.
Yeah, I want to just say that Mel and Lonnie are saying we can hear you. Don says we can hear you clearly.
Well, that's good news to hear that they can hear. All right. So what are you going to do? You go to RobLynnLive.com. And if you're not a .com person, go to RobLynnLive.ai. Two different domains will get you to the same place. You get yourself a registration page. You sign up. You're in Lynn's organization, which is not too happy. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, when you go there, you sign up, you get yourself a registration page pop up and get yourself an mail, get yourself a password, and you're off and running. You can attend OConnect, and as soon as the subscriptions become available again, you'll be able to subscribe to the leader in the industry, in the audio video industry, and bar none, ONPASSIVE's OConnect. So,
very nice.
As I drooled all over myself, we'll move right along.
Hello to the folks in our YouTube chat, and thank you to the moderators. At this moment, we have John Barilla there, Roy Davies, and Michael Chatta, hard at work greeting people and monitoring our chat. Thank you so much for all you do.
And David Switzer's there as well. Sean Don. And Jillian Hannah's here. Good stuff all the way around. All right, now let's get this thing kicked off. All right, you know you're going to get the 3 free for thee and me. And that would be O-Mail, O-Net, and O-Trim. Don't forget to go to O-Net and join some of the clubs around. Yeah, oh boy, there's the NFL club, there's the Major League Baseball club, there's the golf club, all within Rob Gorman, the Mad Hatters O-Net. So check it out. And while you're at it, why not go to Weedin My Garden? While you're at it, that's Sharon Weedin, Pushpin Media.
And we want to say
thank you to Irena Stexala, usually first girl when we had the Ali Boy Contest. So thank you, Irena. Very kind of you to think of us in those terms. Thank you
for the super sticker.
All right, I'm ready to rumble now. Irena's here so we can kick this thing off. Frank Rose in the house. Cedra Lewis Baird is in the house. And thank you for that comment. Always bringing important information. We're going to light you up tonight with a little bit of food stuff. It may be good for some and not so good for others, because we're going to be talking manufactured food that isn't necessarily cows, chickens, and fish. And we're also going to be talking a few other things that are culinary delights that I think you'll like plant-based hamburgers. Woohoo! Yeah! I think we still have 2 boxes in the freezer from when my granddaughter was visiting. But that being said, let's move right along here. Culinary advances is our topic tonight. We switched it up a little. We talk a lot about ONPASSIVE. You'll hear us talk in the announcements a lot about ONPASSIVE. So every now and then, instead of having a serious motivational talk or a talk about OConnect or a talk about O-Net, O-Trim, O-Mail, etc., we do like tonight, and we're going to have a great innovation in our Great Innovations series, Culinary Advances, and things are moving right along.
That's right, and look at the virtual background, that thing on this side.
On the stage left.
That's for you to think about. What is that?
Looks like a shower.
I wonder if people would know without Googling it or without chat GPTing it.
I think that's going to happen. Rouse the Sheb is here. Hello to you, Frank Rowe, of course. Oh, Michael Chatta, thank you for your emojis and your moderation, sir. Much appreciated. All righty.
Sarananda says, is it the development of technology that has given chefs access to a variety of culinary knowledge and inspiration?
That is truer than true, Sadananda Das. Very good observation. And we'll kind of pile on that in just a few minutes and light you guys up with some good information and hopefully get a little value at it tonight. That is the goal, to provide value. Wait a minute. Richard, Bite Me Lamont is in the house on YouTube. Hello, Richard.
Thanks, Richard.
And bite me right back, buddy.
We hope that you're feeling okay. We think about you often.
All the time we talk about Richard Lamont. Oh, yeah, the Bite Me Kid. And Marty, if you're watching, Richard said for you to bite him too. So, and Chris too, bite him. Bite him, bite him, bite him, bite him.
These are called love bites.
Love bites, of course.
People don't know, it's not like me.
All right, we told you to pray, so pray for Ash, his lovely wife Ash Mahan, the boys Omar and Yusuf, formerly Chunky, not so chunky these days, and the tech, media, and support staffs around the globe for their continued good health and safety. And while you're at it, if you know of anybody in ill health, just stop on a knee and send them some love. Send them some love, light, and prayer. Please. Okay. Please. You don't mind? And let's talk announcements, shall we? We've got a few announcements. Let's, I lost my prompter. That's not good. Oh, that's terrible.
Once in a while.
Yeah, but that's not good at this moment. Let me see. Notes. I can't refresh it. Let me try to
Is
refresh
there
it.
a left arrow to undo? You can go back to what
There's
you
a
had.
right arrow. No, there's not a left. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Okay. Okay, let's expand this, make it bigger. And let's go back to your notebooks.
It's not up there. It's down here.
You just start all over again. You'll see it again. You have to close it and open it. Okay, now open it. Okay, you'll be fine now.
No, it's not there. Monday's not there. Not there. It's blank. Totally went blank. Good grief.
Did you write it anywhere else?
In your messages.
Okay. All right.
So send it to me and I'll see if I can bring it up. So stand by, folks. Just another technical glitch that I've looks like I've caused myself. I can't share. I can't do.
Okay, I'll text it. It's always good to have a backup.
Okay, thank you.
I also have notes too. So
Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can get it up here.
I mean,
Yeah. Stand by, everybody. Just give me a second. Un momento. Let's see if we can edit this. No, we can't. Okay, let's come down here. See if we can edit it here. No, we can't. This is not good. Okay.
so you just go to what I sent you.
Yeah, I did.
And then you can copy it.
I did.
And you put it in your notes. You paste it. Control V.
I understand. Paste. Voila. There it is. I'll be dog dippity darn.
And then you can enlarge it with that.
Well,
Command plus. Highlight the whole thing and then Command plus so that you can see it.
Thanks for standing by with us, folks. This is all me in this case. Sorry.
That's okay. In the meantime, let's say hi to the folks in the chat till you recover.
I'm a recovering
Mel and Raul Sahib saying hashtag RobLynn Live. Welcome. Thanks, Raul Sahib. I see Loni. I've seen Loni doing a lot of posting on LinkedIn. Very good job. Nice post. John Barilla says, stand by, everybody. Some technical difficulties, but really, my evil twin may be lurking about.
Now it's the whole screen. All right. We'll get after it. It's the whole page here. So let's take a look. Also, if you know of anybody who is in need of prayer, in need of some love, in need of some light, all you got to do is shoot it their way, please. And I know they'll appreciate it. We've got a number of people that are suffering from various illnesses around the globe, and they need our love, light, and prayers. So shoot it up to them, will ya? Thank you. Announcements, and more announcements tonight. A new 10-day extension was announced today for those of you OConnectors who are subscribed, of course, and the O-Tracker free trial is still in play. All right. I'd like to bring this in, but it won't let me. Nope. Okay. We'll leave it the way it is, folks. And we'll talk about O-Media. We'll have a special announcement in a couple of days. What it is, we know not. Does anybody know? I don't think so, because they didn't announce it today on any of the webinars and chats.
They're gonna tell us more in 2 days.
More in 2 days. Tune in 2 days, as they say. All right. Check out the OnPassive newest website. Check out the OnPassive YouTube channel. Check out in your OES your profile. Make sure, excuse me, it's accurate, as well as the ticker and back office pop-ups, because today's news today is going to appear there one of these days soon. So get ready for that. Okay. Check out Muhammad William Nazal. He's got a blog, he's got a video, and he's got some comments there on X. X is the former Twitter. check out the OES on passive. Wait a minute. Back up the bus a minute. Check out the OnPassive newest website is what I meant to say. And while you're at it, check out the newest YouTube channel videos. They are dandy, dandy, dandy. Hello to Karina Lance. She's having major internet issues. Well, I guess it's Monday night here in OnPassive land. So we told you about Muhammad William Nazal. Check him out on X. If you know of anyone needing help, if you know of anyone needing help, you know what to do, as helping one helps us all. Ba, 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 ba. So, if you know of anybody needing help, share your knowledge with them. Help them out. Attend chats and webinars to stay in touch with the Pulse of OnPassive, of course. Hop on an OConnect when you can, time permitting, and subscribe to OConnect if you haven't when you can. Okay, that takes care of the announcements. Let's move along here. Our topic of the evening is a great innovation, culinary advances, which will be a yummy one. Yummy. And everybody here likes food. I know that because we've had some food discussions and give much food for thought tonight. All right. You didn't think that was funny? I thought that was great. We're going to be giving food for thought.
Oh, okay.
Culinary innovation, food for thought. Oh, well, that went over big. All right. Let's talk. What?
I'm doing the things that I said I have to do. Sorry. My brain isn't focused on that.
All right. Culinary innovation has brought such a wide variety of strides in recent years, featuring the blending of the following: creativity, technology, and of course, sustainability to transform the way we approach food, the way we eat, and so forth. So, let's talk about some very worthy advances in culinary, shall we? I think we shall. All right, there's plant-based meat. Ooh, that's a dandy. Plant-based meat alternatives closely mimic the texture and taste of traditional meats like hamburgers, hot dogs, etc. There are two companies leading the way here, and that's Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods. They've revolutionized the way that meat alternative lovers and vegetarians approach their eating. Ooh, yeah.
You mean there are major companies is that in the US? Talking about US, right?
Talking about the US, that's right. All right. So, plant-based meat, you've probably tasted it. It's formed like a sausage, it's formed like a patty, but it's plant-based. Likely more healthier for you. Then there's cellular agriculture. Now get a load of this. Here's one not so familiar to Lynn and myself, but it's the growing of meat and other animal products from cell cultures. Have you ever heard of such? From cell cultures.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard of it. That is amazing.
Well, it's rather than raising the old-fashioned way and slaughtering beef or pork. And it's embedded with this method is the potential to address issues such as animal welfare, environmental stability, and just plain old food security. Also known as lab-grown meat, it is fast becoming a very viable alternative to traditional meat production.
That's amazing, actually, if you think about it. Lab-grown meat.
Without a doubt, that's amazing.
Amazing.
All right. Uh-oh, I'm about to lose it again, it looks like. All right, that's cellular agriculture. Now, let's talk about 3D food printing. I believe Greg Hill may have mentioned this the other night, and we'll talk about it a little here. 3D food printing, its technology allows the chefs to create intricately prepared dishes with absolute precision and efficiency. With this innovation comes the potential to revolutionize food production for restaurants and space missions. It's coming. It's coming. It's partially here now, but it's coming to a theater near you real soon, real quick.
And
Now,
if you're familiar with these things, you've actually seen them, be sure to share that with us at community time.
that would be nice, which we will have community time following our little discussion tonight.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right, we're going liquid to liquid here tonight, so bear with me. That was coffee.
Oh, you're not on the screen, they're saying.
I got kicked off.
Ah.
I should be.
Yeah.
The
It's black.
camera's on. Oh, you know why? No, I don't know why. Let me see what I can't even move this thing anymore. I'm doing it.
Okay, you keep. Or hit escape to make it off the full screen. There you
Oh,
go.
is that all you have to do? That got it off the full screen. Does anybody see me now? Can you see me now? Can you hear me now? I think you can do both.
Thank you for telling us, Don, that he's not on the screen.
Well, thank you. I was nowhere actually, and now I can actually read what's in front of me.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
We talked cellular, we talked 3D. Now it's time to get into the manufacturing part. How about precision agriculture? What in the world is precision agriculture? Well, let's give you a little value here. It seems like its very own topic here because there's just so much information on it. So let's get after it here. All right, precision farming or smart farming. It manages agricultural practices using technology to optimize crop yields, reduce waste, and increase efficiency. Ooh. Increased efficiency means big savings in terms of labor cost and machinery cost. Well, here data is collected for soil, for conditions, for weather patterns, and crop health and equipment performance. That's what you get with precision agriculture on top of its game. Well, just what are the components of precision agriculture? Well, I'm glad you asked. Thank you for asking. Let's talk about it a little. Remote sensing. What in the world is Mad Hatter talking about here? Well, satellite imagery, drones that are used to collect data about crop health, about soil, about the moisture in the soil, et cetera, and the use of remote sensing technology. Ooh, that's a goodie. How about GPS for farmers? No way. What does a farmer need with GPS? He's just going to go to the end of the fence and come back, right? Nope, not a chance. GPS for farmers enables farmers to track with pinpoint accuracy the location of their equipment and to monitor what's going on in the field. With this technology, the equipment can precisely apply fertilizers. It's not just to track you. It can apply fertilizers and pesticides, thus reducing waste and minimizing the effect on the environment. Ooh, I like that. And then, how about variable rate technology? Here we go again, Mad Hatter. What in the world are you talking about, dude? Well, this allows a farmer to vary the application of fertilizers, pesticides, and even irrigation water based on variations in soil and crop requirements. Not every crop requires the same amount of water and the same amount of TLC or pesticides or insecticides or fertilizers. None of it. All right, now let's talk variable rate technology. What are you talking about, Hatter? Well, this allows farmers to vary the application of fertilizer, pesticides, and irrigation. You can vary it, and based on variations in the soil and crop requirements, this minimizes costs and maximizes the yields. So you get more bang for your buck if you use precision agriculture. Well, then there's variable, get this now, variable rate technology. This allows farmers to select to vary the application of fertilizers, pesticides, and irrigation water based on variations that are accumulated in the data in soil and crop requirements. This minimizes costs and maximizes yields. That's what we like. Minimize the cost, maximize the yields.
That would help the crisis in hunger.
All over the world.
Global hunger, if you can have more yield. That's a game changer, actually.
It totally is a game changer. And that's why we're talking innovations. These are all innovations in the last 10 to 20 years. All right. Now, last night we talked, or the night before we talked robotics. Guess what? Robotics is here to stay. Robotics is here. Okay. And enter robotics and automation, where harvesters and autonomous tractors, driverless tractors, are being used more and more and more to streamline the labor-intense task and to improve efficiency. Ooh, doggies at 8:33. All right, and then this is the final statement we'd like to make. There's what's called decision software. What in the world is decision software? I'm glad you asked, Miss Nakamoto. It is software that's used to interpret data and make informed crop management decisions on what to do with what you're doing. And let's see, hard at work here are systems that predict. They predict modeling, forecasting the weather, and agronomic, I should say, knowledge to provide personalized recommendations to farmers. How cool is that? We've got machines, we've got AI embedded everywhere where a farmer can just click a button and he finds out exactly about the soil, exactly about the pesticides, insecticides, et cetera, et cetera. That's pretty darn cool. So we're going to leave you with that now. We hope we gave you.
Remember, I said I gave you examples, real world examples of these things. It's in your notes, right? So.
Yeah. Let me.
People could kind of relate to it more.
All right. Let me go to the notes there. We've got a few things you can relate to, folks. Give me one memento.
Like.
All right.
Okay. The one I sent you in text.
The one you sent me in text, right?
Examples of exactly.
And here it is. Okay, here are some examples. I'm looking. Those are examples. Oh, here we go. We've got redefined meat. We've got oh no, that's not it. We've got fat duck. What is fat duck? I'm not familiar with that. No. We've got tovala or tovala. We've got sous vide. I don't know if that's sous vide laka. We've got omni pork. Here are some of the impossible foods. Omni pork, a level burger, insect proteins, if you want to dare to go there, insect protein. We've got Bitty Foods has Bugsalutely. Oh, that sounds like more bugs to me. Could be roaches in chocolate. All right. And then we've got Remilk. All right. And here are some finless foods, which would be wild type meats that are made out of vegetables or vegetal products. And let's see, we've got a few more here that I should mention. That may be it. I may have kind of glanced over it. I think that's it. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. How about some fermented foods?
Okay.
Fermented foods, as in, it's an ancient technique. And I think it was used in Japan, China, probably the
Yeah,
Philippines.
the
Chris can
natto.
tell us
Remember
about that.
natto, the soybeans that are
Soybeans, and then you've
fermented,
got the cabbage, which is what?
sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut as well.
Mhm.
Fermented foods. And how about kombucha, which is fermented tea?
Mhm.
That's not too shabby. I like that. And kefir, which is fermented milk drink. Now, I don't know about that one. I'm not so sure.
Kefir.
Kimchi, which you mentioned, and sauerkraut.
I've had kefir. It's really, really good. They sell it at the health food store.
And what does it taste like? Is it
It's
milk?
like a liquidy yogurt.
Does it taste good?
Yeah.
Oh,
Healthy.
well, there you have it.
Very healthy.
Well, that's about the fermentation. Fermented items. I think that was it. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, we've got soy potatoes.
Oh.
Not too shabby there.
Potatoes made from
Soybean. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. It's impossible, but it sounds good. It could be. Now, we've got a few other things here. Let's talk about this. Liquid caviar. What do you think of liquid caviar?
Liquid. I don't know about that.
Not so sure, are you?
Caviar tastes good because of the texture, and you put it on crackers or bread. But if it's liquid,
You don't think so?
I don't know. What do you guys think about liquid caviar?
Well, we're going to find out when we get to the community time, which is coming right up actually in a few minutes, which we'll get to. So there were a few examples. The fermented foods don't sound too bad.
I mean, we've been eating them for a long time.
Yeah, so we've eaten kimchi and fermented cucumbers is a lot. I like that too. When you leave cucumber in the juices of of the oil and vinegar, that kind of ferments them.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff too.
Right.
Okay, now there's one other thing we wanted to mention other than the robotics, and that's what's called decision software. Special software that's designed to interpret data and to make informed crop management decisions. Hard at work here are systems that predict modeling, forecasting the weather, which is not too shabby, and knowledge to provide for personalized recommendations to farmers. In other words, takes all the data, puts it in a data bank, and away it goes. And it will help with the plowing. It'll help with what irrigation you should use. The data will also help you with once you've done the irrigation, actually harvesting the crop of the plant-based items, and it's all good. It's all based on decision software. So that's what we got for you tonight. If I stumbled and mumbled and bumbled a little, it's because my prompter went out and then came back in again. But I'm going to get rid of the prompter, and we're going to get after this community time thing in just a minute. So bear with us. All right, we're on the full screen now. Culinary advances. Most of them seem, excuse me, most of them seem to be based on plant-based. Okay, but there are some other techniques involved in these innovations where it reduces the fat in meat. We didn't talk about that. You can reduce the fats in the meats, and you don't have to use, according to what I've researched, it's not necessary to use preservatives with a lot of these foods. That's pretty neat. That makes it organic to the table, and that is a good thing. A good thing. All right. Are you ready for some community time? I know you are. And if you're not, I'll take care of it from here. Oh, I can't. I'm not the host. In a little bit. All right. So you'd like me to continue on?
Just a second.
All right. Let me pick up where I left off. And we want to hear from you guys in community time on maybe what fermented foods you eat. Do you eat plant-based sausage? Now, I've had that. That's really not too bad. That came from, I forget the name of it, something Farms, and it was pretty good. And there's also plant-based uh, potatoes, where you can make a potato out of soybean. Now, that actually sounds good. Pile some butter in there with that bad boy, and away we go. Right on the diet. Not too shabby. Well, all right. For those of you who are wondering about tomorrow, which is happens to be Tuesday, we'd like to tell you a little bit about Tuesday, beginning at 9 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, or 9 p.m. in the Asia Pacific Group area. And that will be Sifu Francis and the other seafood guy, that Tarzan techie guy known as Tizone. Chris will be along with Francis, and they will do uh, Tuesday's classroom. All right, OES classroom. So you want to be there for that. And then on Wednesday, Tuesday night, you'll see RobLynn live. We'll be here live with our 600 and I think it's 36th or 37th, I think 37th broadcast. And that's on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, it hasn't been announced yet that I know of, but OP360 will either be at 6 a.m. or it'll be at noon.
I think they changed back to noon.
Are they back at noon? Okay. Noon or 2 o'clock. We're not sure which, but we will keep you in the loop when we find out mañana. Then, in addition to that, on Wednesday, you will have the roundtable Q&A. We will have the roundtable Q&A with Lynn and myself, as well as panelists from around the globe who will ask them a question, and then they'll ask us a couple of questions as well. Not too shabby.
Wow, time flies.
It does. So that's on Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, going into Thursday, not sure yet. We haven't heard from Sifu Francis, but you might just hear from him on Wednesday night going into Thursday with the Q&A. The lunch, isn't that right? It's the lunch.
Lunch at noon.
Lunch at noon with Sifu Francis and Chris, where they do a Q&A. There'll be a topic and then a Q&A for a couple hours. It's not too true. And then Thursday morning, here on the Eastern time zone, Thursday night in sunny Singapore and all the Asia Pacific theaters, you will have global affiliates. Ooh, that's where Sifu Francis, as well as Chris Tiazone, as well as some special guests sometimes, will have a training session there. And at the end, they also have a Q&A. So that brings you up to snuff pretty much on the week. So let me know if you're just about ready, Miss Nakamoto.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, let's go ahead and let everybody know. Here's how we bring people to the panel. On your attendee page, bottom left, you will see, whatchamacallit? You're going to see the little man with the speaker hanging out of his ear.
Yeah.
So the guy with the speaker hanging out of his ear, and all you got to do is click on that bad boy. He's a good boy, actually. And that will flash on Lynn's screen, and she will bring you to the panel. Now, we are talking culinary innovations, and I know maybe people like Dawn Swihart and other cooks, gourmet cooks, maybe John Barilla's got a suggestion or two about innovations in the culinary field. So, that all being said, let's have Lynn click on the green button.
And before I do that, I just want everybody to look at the ticker. This is Michael Chadda's artwork. I really like it today. The topic is, culinary advances. So you can see that he thoughtfully selected things related to this topic. There's a steak, an avocado, a tomato, an onion.
Ooh, doggies.
Red pepper, fish, lobster, a bowl of something over there that just flashed by, but sushi, a salad. So cute. Really, really cute. And the chef, there's a chef over there.
All
I
right.
just
So
enjoyed his work. And if
it's
you
good stuff.
look at his ticker, you'll appreciate that. It is really an art that he has, that he does. It's artwork. So thank
All
you
right.
very much. Now I'm going to take that away. And we're going to go to the...
We've got 33 on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, come on over. Come see us on OConnect. If you can. If you're not, go to RobLynnLive.com and hook up with Miss Nakamoto in her organization by getting an O-mail. And with that O-mail, you get a password and O-net and O-trim.
That's right.
All right.
And those of you who are on X, or maybe you're on LinkedIn,
Or Facebook.
or YouTube, you guys all have the option to come to the OConnect webinar. And the link should be posted in the chat where you're at. Chris and I posted it in there. Chris and or I both posted. So if you want to come to the actual OConnect webinar, you can actually be on the speaker panel and talk to everybody. Something that I think you would enjoy. So that's an option for you. Not required, but an option. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
We are ready to roll now, and we hope to have another great list of speakers to talk about this topic. It's an unusual topic, but it's an up and coming thing. There's a lot of technology now in our lives. Okay, I'm going to enable the speaker request feature.
And if you hadn't heard, there are chefs around the globe using 3D printing to design dishes. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's a way of designing dishes so that you can put the nutrition that you want into your product. Like even chocolate can be 3D printed. It's just amazing. You can make these custom made items to meet people's preferences or their nutritional needs. So it's really amazing what you can do with 3D printing and food. Who would have thought, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
All right, are we ready to go a little bit on the viral side with our community time? And thank you again to Irena Stexala for that super sticker. Very kind of you,
so much,
madam.
Okay, and let's start bringing people in.
All right, just so everybody knows, in OConnect, we have 66 and we have 33. That's 99 any way you slice it. So we've got just about 100 of you guys with us tonight, guys and girls. So come on, hop on the panel with us. We'd love to have you.
And I want to say that Carmela says, this is a beautiful ticker. I love this art. Wow, wow. Thank you for appreciating that. And Patty had thumbs up that she likes the ticker also.
I've got a few hellos before you do the panel, if I may.
Kushbu Agaral is here.
All right, that was one of my hellos. And Kushal Pegu is with us.
How nice.
We appreciate that. Of course, Frank Rowe and Karina Lance, Karina, Barua, Utom is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you.
Ashit Sangma is here. Hi, Ashit.
And Greg Lakin says it's full of natural stuff and antibodies. That's that sauerkraut.
Yeah, it's healthy.
You know, you just have to have a bathroom nearby if you eat too much of it.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah.
I see Les Hudson is here.
Srijit is here as well. Welcome, sir.
Nice.
And Richard Lamott. He's having some bad internet right now, so he may not be able to join us on OConnect.
Oh, darn.
But we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Yep. Sudarshi Chakma in the house. Welcome, sir. Roy Davies, of course, and Karina Shandan, and Michael Chata, 444, of course. So,
and I see Prabhakar Deva Diga in the webinar chat saying, I love you, ONPASSIVE. How nice.
All right,
good morning
stuff.
to all of us, and good morning to you.
All right, we're in the 99. We just hit 100. Come on now. Let's see if we can hit 110, 120. Cow calf and a half.
All right. And I want to say hi to Rao Sahib Pandav. Always with us. Thank you, Rao Sahib. Very active founder. And of course, John Barilla is greeting people and has nights. I love you. emojis for everyone. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. And Carmela had some beautiful hashtags. If you'd like to, you can copy her hashtags simply by clicking on the three dots by her comment. Hit the word copy and then reply and then paste all those hashtags in your reply. That would be so cool. And Sarananda says pesticide is already in the soil, but not yet advised to low using. Yes, pesticides is something we need to be concerned about as well. Yeah. Kushbu says, good morning, Ral Sahib Pandi, sir. That's nice of you. Pedapali Aruna, hi Pedapali. She's with us every night. Thank you.
Bryce Kudzo is here. Hello, Bryce. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
That's wonderful. And who else do we have here? We got, let me scroll up a bit. Sarananda, Don Swihart, of course.
Manuel Onyeguli is here.
Yes, wonderful. And Bilash Roy is here. He said namaste to me a while ago and to you as well.
Namaste, namaste, brother.
We were kind of busy, so we didn't really respond quickly. Sorry about that. But we try our best. Okay, you ready to bring people into the panel now?
Ready.
All right. Let's start with JJB Tinman, John Barilla.
Why not?
He's first on the draw, very fast. We have Loni coming in. Her full name is, her real first name is Onye Loni, but people shorten it to Loni. Hi, John. Welcome. Onye Loni is coming in. And we got Mel.
Mel in the house.
She did a great webinar today. We'll talk about it during community time.
All right, why not?
What we learned and how cool it was to learn how to use the software use the website that Greg, we'll let Greg and Mel talk about it. I won't steal their thunder, Mel. I'll let you share about it, okay? All right. Hello to Carmela. Fire, Schwartz.
All right, the lady with the roses, Israeli Rose, they call her. All right, welcome, Israeli Rose.
And hello to Don Swihart and her husband, DL.
Welcome to Swihart and McConaughey in the house.
And here comes Armin Hogue.
Armin Hogue in the house. Welcome there, Mr. Hogue.
Welcome, Armin. And we're bringing in now Sanju Amal. Sanju Amal, welcome.
All right, welcome, sir.
Hi, Don and Bill. Hi, Carmela. All right, next we have coming in is Patience Oseware coming in.
All right, Patience, welcome to you.
And we just saw her at Mel's webinar earlier.
All right, cool. There's Carmela. I'd know that face anywhere.
There she is. And Greg Hill, our teacher today, who taught us on Mel's webinar, is here.
All right, Mr. Hill, welcome, Greg. We're glad you're here, brother.
Yeah, we want to hear more about what you taught. I thought it was so cool. Thank you all.
Anybody else?
That's it for now.
All right, that gives us 4, 8, 12. Not too shabby.
One more. Here comes Patricia. I think that's Pat Green. I think. Well, let's see.
Or it's Patty Andrea Cola.
Oh, yeah, it's Patty. It's this Patty. Deaf Patty.
Don't say just Patty. It's the other Patty.
I said deaf.
I know
Patty.
what you said.
I didn't say just Patty. I said deaf Patty.
Dougie's.
Hi, Greg. Here come. Oh, hi, Patience. Hi, Armin. Okay, next coming in is Rita Loteca.
Rita in the house?
We saw her at Mel's webinar earlier too. It was nice
All right.
to see Rita.
She must be off from work today.
She's so, yeah.
Or if not, she's playing hooky.
So busy and got a lot of things on her plate. So we're grateful that she's with us today.
All right, good stuff. All right.
She must be off from work today.
So, yeah.
Or if not,
all right, who's the culprit with? Let's see who that
good stuff.
Wait, where's that song?
I'm looking.
Armin, you're the only one unmuted. Could you mute?
Mute Armin if you don't mind, please. Okay, I got you covered,
Did you
Armin.
give?
Hey, if I could sneak in.
Okay, wait a bit.
All right, wait a minute. Let's go back to Armin. Hang on, Armin. Unmute, Armin. Say what you got.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead.
so excited, Rob and Lynn. I did miss the exciting webinar from Greg, but I had an old business. I got my messenger resolved that I've had issues with for 3 days on my own. I figured it out. So thanks a lot.
All right, good stuff, brother. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Good for you, Armin.
Thanks, Armin.
That's good
All
news.
right.
Great.
All right, next, moving on.
Puran Singh is coming in. Puran.
All right.
Welcome, Puran.
All right, and Sanju is here.
On camera again. Hi,
All right, Sanju, welcome.
Namaste.
Namaste, brother.
Nice
Glad
to
you're
have
here
you.
too.
Morning,
Puran is
Robin.
here too. All right, we got India in the house.
Sanju. Yes. he was
All
just
right.
saying hello.
Good stuff all the way around. Okay, now we're talking culinary advances. Now, we talked about sauerkraut and we talked about kimchi, the fermented stuff, but we want to hear what you guys have to say with regard to anything plant-based. So, et cetera, et cetera. So let's do a little scrolling. And, oh, you're going to make me call on people, aren't you?
Give them other options to talk about.
Well,
Plant-based foods,
the
whatever.
question, Ali's question of the night, we could go with that if you like.
Sure.
And his question of the night is, in the new world of non-meat products and other products, what is a favorite of yours that maybe you tried, you looked at it and didn't want to touch it, and then all of a sudden you tasted it, and it was pretty good. That's how I was with kimchi. So, and that's how I was with some sauerkraut. So I know it can be done. Let's go to Dawn Swihart. Go ahead, Dawn. Or DL.
Thanks, Rob. Hello, Lynn. Everybody on the panel and in the chat as well. One of the things that I really enjoyed, I never thought I would to save my life, was bok choy. I enjoyed bok choy immensely. Actually, it's extremely good for the body as well. So, also sauerkraut. I never thought I would touch that stuff when I was young, but I sure love it now. And but also let's see what else. As far as lab grown meats and everything like that, that's not for me. I'd rather just have regular steak. So, back to you, Rob.
All right, now before we go, some of us don't know what bok choy is. What is it? Tell us a little about it.
It's basically Chinese cabbage. My understanding is that it's grown in China, but it's really, really good. In particular, because it's got a lot of water in it per se. When we cook it, we steam it and all that, but you can eat it raw. But the best way to eat it is to steam it or to cook it in water, obviously. But it has a lot of water
Do you season
content
it at
to
all? Do you season it at all, or you just let her rip?
I just let it rip. Don seasons,
I mean,
maybe.
I cook it with onions and maybe mushrooms, or I chop it up and put a little water in it and kind of steam it that way with other vegetables. But it does have a lot of water in it. It kind of reminds you of celery, but it's got a little different texture. It's a little tougher. I mean, it's not really great to eat raw, but and the stalks are wider, but it's very, very healthy for you, especially for the kidneys.
It's good in stir fry, right? Have you tried stir fry?
I haven't put it in stir fry, but I'm sure it is good in stir fry.
Yum. David Switz is coming.
All right, David, welcome to the panel, brother. Was that it from the Swihart McConaughey
Hi, David.
household for the moment?
Yeah, that's it. Appreciate it, Rob.
All right, we'll be back to you. I'm sure. Let's go to Double Mel. Mel, bring it. I know you're a plant-based eater. There's no doubt in my mind.
Why not, eh? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Sister Lynn and Rob. And yeah, I have tried the plant-based mushrooms. It's fermented, and you would never think it's mushroom because it tastes like a real beef burger. I went to the plant-based restaurants, and I was kind of leery about eating it. But when I tasted it, so I asked the guy, "Are you sure that's not beef? Because it looks like a beef burger, and because it's fermented, the mushroom rises." And he said that they take the big ear mushrooms, the big ears mushrooms, and they ferment it for a couple of days. And by the time they have it done, you'd swear it's beef burger. Tastes really good. I wouldn't mind eating it and replacing it with beef, although I love beef.
All right. Well, I know what I'm getting you for the Christmas season.
So you mean
We'll get you a box of that stuff.
it tastes really like beef, like you couldn't even tell, or can you tell?
Exactly like beef, and it looks like beef.
No kidding.
Exactly like beef.
That's
But it's
pretty
the
good.
big mushrooms, the big ear mushrooms they would use for that.
Mhm.
And there's the other one they did for like that looks like chicken, which is carrots, and they blanched it, but they fermented it as well. And you taste it, you'd swear these are meats. I wouldn't mind eating those. Continue eating those.
Wow.
Well, all righty. Thank you, Double Mel. Let's go to John Brill in New York City. Bring it, East Village.
Yes, thank you. Well, I also have tried bok choy and kimchi, and I thought it was very good. And I don't know much about plant-based food, so I can't say much about others. But I'm always open-minded about food. And I'm still a meat eater, but I often find things that people recommend if I do try it that I enjoy it. Now, and sauerkraut. I like sauerkraut. I've always liked sauerkraut. But when I heard the liquid caviar, I got to say, I don't know about the liquid caviar. I don't even want to try that because I don't like caviar too much anyway. So the liquid caviar, my evil twin loves it. He says he loves that liquid caviar. In fact, it's his favorite drink. But for me, no, I don't want anything to do with it. So that's all I had to say.
I think you get another vote from this household on the liquid caviar.
It doesn't sound appetizing at all.
But a lot of the things that we see that are plant-based, etc., they look bad, but they taste good.
Yeah, true.
So try it. You might like it, as the lady from New York City used to say. Try it. You'll like it. Let's go back to Dawn or DL. Dawn or DL.
Yeah, appreciate it, Rob. Sorry about that. I had trouble with that mic. Yeah, I think following up with kind of what Melanie was talking about is what I really enjoy is those portobello mushrooms, those big ones. And then you obviously put goat cheese in them and then you bake them. Those things are just unreal. Back to you, Rob.
All right, thank you. That sounds good to me. I'm getting hungry. But I've already had my meal for the day, so I'm done. Oh well. We had cucumber today, marinated in balsamic vinaigrette, so it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Had a little seasoning. We had some no salt, which is a seasoning salt. It's not called no salt, but it is no salt, and it's got all sorts of mixed seasonings with it. Oh, it's yummy.
Good. And Greg in the YouTube chat says bok choy has many natural ingredients. So
All right.
Fermented. Greg says fermented. He likes it. Cool. Thank you for saying.
All right, Greg Lakin in the house.
That was, I don't know which. Oh yeah.
Was that Lakin or Hill?
Lakin.
Lakin. All right.
Yeah, I see his photo attached to it. So yeah.
All right. How about you folks from India? Who in India has had some of these new plant-based foods, or are you used to plant-based foods in India? Just shout it out.
Or any other country other than, U.S. or any country.
True.
Let us know, because we got folks from all over the world today.
That we do.
Canadians, a bunch of Canadians, Indians. What else?
All right, we're at 104 now. We burst right through the 100 mark. We got 104 of you boys and girls on tonight. Let's talk food. Let's talk culinary advances. Let's talk the new stuff. All right? Plant-based and otherwise. Here we go.
Isabel's in Portugal and Americans. I'm looking to see what other we got. We got UK, Juliana and Bambu's from UK. That's pretty cool. We have Kushbu, who's in Nepal. That's pretty special.
I agree.
And we have, Elizabeth Bade is here from PNG.
Papua New Guinea in the house. All right.
It's nice that she made it. Let me see what other countries we got. Anthony Henderson from Dominica, which is from where Mel is from. That's pretty cool. And we have Olakunde Sembali. He's from Trinidad and Tobago. Thanks,
I like it.
Olakunde. You've been coming regularly. We appreciate you so much.
All right, back in the chat. I'm back in the chat.
And we have Jagadish from Bangladesh with us today. That's nice.
All right, Bangladesh in the house. We like it.
So people from all over. Let me check the next screen here. A lot from India. Today.
Right. And you mentioned Irena with her super sticker, right? Irena Stexala.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Thank you very much, Irena.
Thank you.
All right, let me pay attention to what's going on here on the chat with a bunch of you here. All right, and all righty.
Hey, Greg Hill's got it.
Greg, go ahead, brother. Bring it. Greg Hill, unmute if you can.
Oh, Magoo, you done it again.
Well, we're gonna have a course one of these nights on unmuting and muting when.
You remember that old Magoo? You done it again. So anyway,
done it again, Magoo.
Yeah. So you're talking about plant-based foods. How about ocean plant foods? So like nori. Who knows what nori is? Nori is seaweed, which I really love.
I love it.
And it's really, really, it's good for you. It depends on kind of how much you eat. I mean, they use a lot of oil sometimes on making nori, but there's a lot of different flavors out there. One of my favorite is a wasabi nori, and it's really delicious. But that's an ocean plant, and I never thought I'd eat it. When I was a kid, we called it kelp, and it's the same thing. It's just another name for it. And we'd have a lot of it come up on the beach, and we would. They actually came in big, long, like a tail, but at the end of it would be a bulb, and we would pop those bulbs and play with that stuff. But kelp is really, I guess, good for you. I don't know anything a whole lot about it other than they say it's good, and Japanese eat it a lot, and so we have it here a lot as well.
All right. Thank you. And we'd also like to send a thank you out to Francis Tay for a super sticker. Thank you, Francis. Very kind of you from our heart. Right here to yours, brother. Thank you.
Francis.
Very kind of you, Francis.
He would be here if he could. He's a very busy schedule lately. So he's here listening in. He's not able to be in the webinar itself, but he's listening to us.
All right. Good stuff, Francis. All right. Let's see. Who else has got some stuff? Whether it's...
We got Armin coming in again.
Okay, Armin, there he is. He's drinking a cup of coffee or tea. I'm not sure.
A second Armin coming in.
And a second Armin. Well, let's go to the first lady of afternoon chats, Miss Melanie Marcano. Go ahead, Mel.
Greg, yes, the seaweed, every time I go to the restaurant where they have, well, not restaurant, the supermarkets where they would have the little trays of Asian food, I always look for seaweed because I love it. I just love things that are crunchy. Veggies, they don't have to be overcooked. Well, they shouldn't be overcooked, but I always look for crunchy veggies. That's one of my forte. I love them. Another thing I do, Lynn and everybody else, maybe some other people don't, maybe you have tried it, beets, like beetroot.
Yeah.
I would cut it up, peel it first and cut it in rounds and put it in some vinegar. You put it in vinegar to ferment, to let it ferment, and you can mix it with, the turnip, the white one. Yeah, there's radish, there's turnip, but turnip. And it turns it a pinkish color, and it's pretty good for on the side as a condiment.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good, actually.
It's pretty good. Things I like sour, crunchy. That's me. People say I'm weird, but I just love those things. I could live on them. I mean,
know,
I
I
love
have,
me, but yeah.
I have a friend, and she loves crunchy, salty too. Like if she had a choice between sweets, she would prefer the salty snacks rather than
Yeah.
the sweet. You too?
Yes. Give
Oh,
me all the crunch. Everything crunchy. Ah,
cool.
yeah.
My husband went away from the
I'll
camera.
be right back.
I told him stop doing that.
I'm not going to sleep.
He just leaves me in the lurch. All right, anybody else have comments about the topic? Culinary advances. Do you guys know what this image is over here? Does it look familiar to you? This image here? There. See, I'm pointing to it. Anybody know what that is? No? No? Nobody? Does it look familiar? No?
To me, it looks like a kitchen sink. I don't know. Like chef on the go? Is that what it means? Chef on the
No?
go?
Keep
That's
guessing.
what
I
I
want to see. I
hear.
want to hear people guess. Let's look at the chat. See if anybody in the chat. What is that image on the to the side of not the picture with the chefs, but the other one? What is it? Anybody know? I'm gonna look in the YouTube chat too. No? I only know because I had to find the graphic. I had to look in Canva, and what it is I don't think anybody got it. It's 3D printing. That's a 3D printer. No? Doesn't ring a bell for people, huh? It's a 3D printer.
That's a printer?
Yeah. That's how they make things. They produce things in layers, so that picture just shows partially of what's being built, right? You see, it's going to be that it's triangle. It's going to be the finished product, but it shows the unfinished triangle. It's building layer upon layer upon layer until it becomes the triangle as the finished shape and product. Isn't that amazing, you guys? Produced in layers, one layer at a time until the whole 3D image is done. And that's what they do with food. And like I was saying, they can make chocolate candies with these 3D printers. And they can put whatever you want into the chocolate candy. It's custom designed for the customer. Isn't that incredible? Same thing with foods. They can create a combination of different ingredients together in that one food item that you normally couldn't put together. That's what is the beauty of the 3D printing.
All right.
All right, let's go to Donna and DL.
Something that I eat every morning that's very good for the digestion. I use the almond milk yogurt. I don't use dairy, but I use a cup of that and about half a cup of blueberries, and then I put a tablespoon of flaxseed in it, which is good for the digestion, and a little honey, and then just mix that all together. I eat that every morning, but it's very, very good for the digestion.
Oh,
Now, do you put that in a blender to where you make it into a smoothie, or what do you do?
I just put it in a bowl and mix it together. I mean, you
All
could
right.
probably do it as a smoothie, but I just mix it and I just eat it with a spoon out of the bowl. But it's very good for the digestion. Kind of
Because of
settle
the
your
flax-
intestines down.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
no
buy
more
the whole-
suppositories for me then.
I buy the whole flaxseed, and then I just have a little grinder that I grind it in to a powder and then I refrigerate it. It keeps really well in the refrigerator, but it makes quite a bit when you grind the seeds up.
Oh,
But there's a dark brown flaxseed, and then there's a lighter brown. There's two different types, but they both work really good. Very good for you.
yeah. Thank you for that.
All right. While we're out cruising tonight, let's swing back over to the San Juan Islands. Go ahead, Greg.
And hello to Charlie Ellis and Sirijit.
Wait a minute. Bo's here. Bo knows. Bo knows. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay. I was just thinking about the different kinds of seaweed that are out there, and there's around 7 varieties actually that is used a lot by the Japanese. Of course, nori, and that's used for sushi rolls. And nori is a type of seaweed that is dried in thin sheets. And then there's wakame, which is commonly used with Japanese miso soup. And wakame is a type of brown seaweed known for its slightly sweet flavor and its tender texture. And then there's kombu, which also is known as kelp, or kombu is a type of brown seaweed that is often used to make a dashi and a traditional Japanese broth, which is really good tasting. I really love that. And then there's dusel. It's weird how to pronounce this. Dusel. Dusi? I think it's dusel. I can't ever pronounce it correctly because it's not really Japanese word, it looks like. And it's a red seaweed that is often eaten dried or raw and has a salty, slightly chewy texture. And then there's hijiki. It's hijiki is a brown seaweed that is often used in Japanese cuisine as a strong, earthy flavor. And finally, they have that too. And they have what they call sea lettuce. And sea lettuce is a green seaweed that is often used in salads or as a garnish for seafood dishes. But that's kind of the main seaweeds that they eat.
So the Japanese were way ahead then of what's going on today. I mean, they had all this going on for what, 100 years or longer?
Well, see, my father-in-law who invited me when I died to his what do you want to call those things? I forget what they call them. They don't bury you in the ground. They put you in the container and stick you in there. I forget the name of it. Anyway, he was sick. They've been there around for 1,600 years. So it's been around for a long time. Seaweed has at least 1,600 years.
That's what you get with the spam musubi. How do you say that? Musabi?
Musubi.
Musubi, yeah.
Musubi.
That's what the now there's probably a plant-based spam too. Now that ought to be tasty. That you could make with the spam musubi. Hey.
Plant-based spam, that would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be healthier than spam.
Now spam's a little fatty around the edges.
Yeah. Actually, I like that stuff, believe it or not. It's not good for you, but that bacon-flavored spam, if you cook it long enough, it tastes like bacon. I'd rather have something better.
All right. Well, I see Charlie Ellis has joined the crowd. Welcome, Mr. South Haven himself in the house. USA. Welcome, sir. And let's see, David Switzer. I see you, David. Well, I don't see you because your camera's off, but I know you're here, brother, from Kansas City area. Thank you, brother. Look at all these people popping up at me. All right. I like it. I like it. We're talking innovations in food. Now we're going back to, let's go back to Ohio. Dawn and DL.
Thanks, Rob. I just wanted to follow up what you were talking about kefir. Basically, it tastes like drinkable yogurt, essentially. It has a carbonated taste to it somewhat. But as far as the seaweed goes that Greg was talking about, they say that the people on Okinawa Island are the most healthiest in the world, actually. So,
well, they were the most healthiest in the world, and then they brought McDonald's into their country, and I mean that just irritates the heck out of me so much because they were so healthy in that country, and then they bring the products of the U.S., those restaurants, McDonald's and fast food places in there, and it just makes me sick because we have such a sick country here because of our fast food industry.
Well, I can honestly say, Lynn and I did McDonald's the other night. It ain't happening again, folks. It will not happen again. Chicken nuggets. Oh, my goodness. No, not happening again. It was not a pretty sight afterwards.
And we eat healthily.
Rob, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's chicken McNuggets, not.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, McNuggets. Oh,
I mean,
Mickey.
like we don't usually eat junk foods anymore, so it really wreaks havoc when your system is used to eating healthy. You know.
Now we got 40 nuggets. That's 40. Why do we get that many? I can't figure that one out. I think 10 each would have been plenty, but we wound up with 40. I don't know. How many did you eat? I only ate 20.
Half.
You ate the other 20. That's great. Yeah, we only walked around holding our tummies for 2 days after. Not too bad, I guess. So, oh, that's not going to happen
Okay,
again.
we learned a lesson.
Yes, we did.
And
But the
to-
sauces are good. The sweet and sour.
Yeah, but it's sugary. We shouldn't have sugar. in it.
Okay, no sugar.
Hello to Mohammed Ashraf Ansari. Welcome.
Mr. Ansari, you're in the house, brother. Welcome. Welcome. We love you, brother.
Bilash Roy came in while you were speaking. Hello, Bilash.
All right, Balash.
And
Welcome,
also-
welcome, welcome. Greg, did you want to say a little more? Is that why that hand popped up?
Oh, I wanted to reply to DL about about the Japanese living longer, and that is true. But they are, a lot of it. I think they're attributing that to calcium and a certain kind of that comes out of the coral down there, and the water they drink, and it's has some kind of effect on a lot of people because it's some special coral water.
All right.
That's what I've heard.
Well, I'm going to write that one
Seaweed
down.
doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I think it has something to do with this calcium that's coming from coral. And that's what the study was about that I was reading a little bit about.
Sounds healthier than just plain old calcium.
Yeah, well, I think it is actually.
I think things that are, I don't know this for a fact, but things that are sea-based, in other words, that come from the sea, I think are probably pretty healthy for us compared to some of this stuff that comes off the farm. Just a guess. All right. So anyone else want to pop up and say something about innovation in culinary?
And while we wait for that, I want to share that Richard Lamott is on Messenger with me, and he shared about his latest events of his life. He had to go for a sleep study. So when he woke up, he was drowsy and not much oxygen. So here he goes. He walks to the bathroom, and then he falls on metal. And they had to crawl to the door to unlock it and then call for help. But in the meantime, he bruised his ribs and his side. So poor guy.
Prayers out to you, Richard.
I told him that it's not his fault. They should have really accompanied him, knowing that his oxygen levels were low. He would faint, So I don't know what they were thinking, that they weren't monitoring him. And he had a respiratory test, and he got the results. And his diagnosis is extreme COPD. So that's why he struggles with breathing. It's extreme COPD.
Well, prayers out to you, Richard. We love you, brother, and we're thinking about you all the time. So
he just wants to
prayers up.
He says, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, but then he says, bite me.
No, this time he didn't. He said, love, kisses
right.
to you both, and
All right,
we'll
good.
let you know the results of the Seed Connect.
Good
I said, you
stuff.
want me to share this with our RobLynn Live family? He said, up to you. I said, okay. So we shared because Richard is part of our family.
Yes, he is. Part of the RobLynn network.
Yeah, keep praying for him.
All right. Let's go around the room. Let's see some more hands. Oops, wait a minute. We're going back to Mel. Double Mel in the house. Go ahead, Mel.
You're talking about innovation. So I like when I go to, there's particular restaurants, especially the Asian ones. Well, 2 of them so far, where they have, it's all you can eat, but it's not a buffet style. Like some restaurants you go and you just go and you pack food, you go back and you eat some more, and then you're all like the little rat called Templeton. You drag yourself through. The one that I'm talking about, you go in and then you have the little tablets. I spoke about that before, and it's in measures. So You get a little at a time. You choose what you want. It's on the menu. Those little tablets are sitting at the table, and you just choose maybe 2 things or 3 things, but they're very small bits. And then, you'll sit there for a long time thinking you do all you can eat, but when you leave the restaurant, you're not filled, which is good. Rather than going to the buffet style restaurants where you pig out and you eat the wrong things and then you're so filled, so tired. So I love that. That's an innovation right there. I love that type of restaurant. I go to them, not often, but I go to them, once in a while. And I always compliment them because I love how they do their stuff, how they cater to people for eating so far.
Nice. Very nice. Now, there are restaurants now that have what's called flights, which is like a sampling of everything. I can imagine that if we went into a restaurant, innovative type restaurant, we could get a flight of this and a flight of that, and it'd be pretty neat. We get a little plant-based meat, little plant-based fish, little plant kimchi, and maybe some cucumber and sauerkraut, and away we go. So it sounds good to me, and I think more and more of those places are going to be popping up because, in general, people are trying not to eat as much as they used to eat. In general, not by everybody, but in general. So I think that's a good thing, and having those flights is a good thing. The small things, and then they have the same thing with the sake and other drinks. It's in flights, so you can choose several different things. So that's innovative in itself right there. And that's been going on now at least 15 years that I know of with the flights. Let's go to Israel. Carmela Schwartz is in the house.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Was a great
Carmela.
session. Very, very interesting. Learning from each one of you what you eat and what is good to eat. And in my place, I go to eat in a restaurant, but most of the time I eat my own food, which I made in my own home. And I believe this is the best. You know what you put in your plate. When you go to restaurant, they put things. It's tasty sometimes, but you are not sure that it's the healthy one and it's the good one that your body is really need. So when you grow your own garden and you eat from your own garden, is the healthy one. For sure, there are good things outside, but for enjoyment, I'm going to restaurant. I do that, but I choose my own food. When you buying things in the market, vegetables, or they put in the vegetables so many poisons, so many nasty things. You don't know what you put in your food, in your mouth. It's become dangerous to eat. So
Be selective, that's for sure. You have to be careful.
now that you know what you do, you have to go back to history now to become your own farm and to eat your own food. But it's not easy because life is keeping you busy, and you can't stay for eating 5 minutes. Stay all days just to prepare your meal.
Life
So
does keep you busy for sure.
so we have to be in between to choose what we are doing.
All righty. Thank you, Carmela, for that. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
And let's go back to Ohio to Dawn and DL, or DL and Dawn.
And here comes Kiana.
I just wanted to mention about the vegetables in the grocery stores, the fresh produce and stuff. And I mean, you really do have to watch what you're buying. And if you can buy organic, I know you pay twice as much for organic. But it was interesting when I looked at the organic bok choy, they're like less than a foot long. and the ones that they grow and, you know, feed it junk, you know, they're like 2 feet, you know, 3 feet long. I mean, they're huge. And I mean, that's going to tell you, especially if you look at the size of produce. I mean, that's going to tell you if it's huge, you know, it's been fed with a lot of garbage, but additives and things. But, you know, you really have to look at what you're buying and compare. And I know you're going to pay twice as much for organic, but it's crazy. I mean, if you can get to a fresh farmer's market during the summer, that's what I try to do when things are in season and buy it. But you just really have to watch what you're buying in the grocery store, especially in the produce.
All right. Well, thank you for that. We appreciate you, Dawn. Thank you. Let's see where we're going next. Let's go to Sanju Amal from India. Come on down, sir. Love to hear from you. Could that have been an inadvertent hand? Did you want to speak, Sanju?
I think he's trying. He's smiling and trying.
All right. Smiling and trying is what we do here. We like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking now. Also in the screen, just good morning all. Thanks for choosing this subject, because I'm from I'm I'm backup of hotelier from last 24 years. And first of all, I saw this subject, I was so surprised. That's why I come to the panelist. And just I want to tell you, in my screen, I am seeing in my screen, be right back. Somebody seeing this?
Yeah. It's a glitch tonight. I see a couple people with "Be Right Back" on there.
Yeah, he's showing me some. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah. Saw it earlier today.
And about thanks. Just for the food, this is the innovation. Now you are showing the innovation. What you talked about before about the printers, about the food. This is coming with the new technologies as well. Not only in the food, is coming in the beverage items, especially in the coffees. You can see your new coffee machines in the coffee shops. They are coming with the printer. They will take your picture. They take your picture and they will come with the coffee or cappuccino or cafe latte, whatever it is come with your picture.
Wow.
Is not is like an art. Is an art and is made by the machine. It is going to take only less than 5 minutes.
So it has the customer's picture. Did you say the customer's
take the customer's picture and yes.
It's in the top of
take
the
the customer
coffee.
picture and
it's the design.
Top of the cappuccino. Yeah, usually in the usually in the cappuccino.
They
been showing it on the commercial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Also, innovations are coming in the hotelier side, especially in the some of the cruise ship. They start with the robotic bar. Robotic bar. The robots are making the cocktails for you. I think and nothing is practicing in the kitchen. I didn't see until now. I am basically from the cruise industry for last almost 18 years. They are practicing with in the bar. They start already with the robots, but with the help of one robot and with the help of around 4 or 5 assistants as a human. You cannot do it alone. We have to keep them the ingredients what they need. Left all the things is set, but it's not easy to maintain Mr. Robert. Little bit difficult, and about to set his algorithm and measurements is little bit complicated. But if you learn, is more easy. And depend upon the time of doesn't matter how long he can work a lot. You don't need break. Only the human need break. He continuously work there. How long you need?
No
and also yes. Also he can dance like, but he never flare. he never flare, but he can dance. With the shaking, he can dance. And also in the cruise, I saw they will put some time for 1 hour just for his only for robotic experience, a guest who is coming there. And it is so wonderful, and the people are really enjoying it. That was the new theme they put in the cruise line. That was a newly the best experience for the as a robotic or a new innovation for the cruise industries. But I never saw in the backup of the kitchen. Maybe after 5 years we can put the small robot as a cook there also.
All right. Well, thank you. Hey, we appreciate that.
That's really interesting. Yeah.
And
Sure,
the food,
thanks.
I want to talk about the food. Food is food is a medicine. I can tell about my experience. What you put inside you is coming out. Not tasting, not to just go for your taste and check your time, what time you are eating, what you are eating. And this is like a real input. It will come outside as an input, outside output also. That's whatever things consumption is more healthiest. Consume the healthiest food, organic food is more good for your body. And thanks. That's all. Thanks for giving me a chance to talk.
Thank you for contributing. Very interesting.
Where I can't see that.
While we I was just taking a peek at the webinar chat, and Kushbu Agarwal says, in India and Nepal, as a homemaker, we're a culinary adventure at home all the time. But in institutes, you learn techniques and presentation of cooking and presenting food. So in other words, homemakers like Kushbu are doing creative things in the kitchen. That's interesting, Kushbu. Thank you for sharing that.
That is good stuff.
Very interesting.
All right, let's go back to Mel, and then we'll go to DL and Dawn. Go ahead, Mel, and then after you, we'll have DL and Dawn.
Yeah, what Sandra is saying is correct though. What you what you take in, that's what comes out. Have you ever tried eating beef or goat meat? Because I love goat. That's one of the best meats around, really and truly. As they said, healthiest. But whenever I eat goat, oh my God, it takes a while to leave your system. And it's not a pleasant thing. It's not. So I try my best not to eat too much of these things because they do damage on your intestine because they're chewy. First of all, even if it's cooked the best way possible, it's chewy, so it takes a long time to digest. And I think I'll choose veggies, softer food over those. I just wanted to contribute to Sanju's stuff. He's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Definitely going to take that as an advisement.
And I want to say hi
For
to
sure.
Anne in France. Good to have you here, Anne. She's very active, and give her credit. She tries to keep up with what's going on. Thank
All
you,
right.
Anne.
Good stuff, Ann. And let's go to Dawn and DL. Let's go back to Ohio.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Yeah, they got a program in Belgium in particular to where they're using old cooking oil and other type of disposable cooking additives and everything, and they're using that as biodiesel. And they're using that to power ocean ships. So that I thought that was amazing stuff. Back to you, Rob.
Wow. Well, that's good stuff, man. That's for sure. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. And let's move on to India, and let's speak to Srijit. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, Srijit.
Welcome.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Rob. Hi, everyone.
Namaste, namaste, namaskar.
Rob. As our topic today, culinary advances, great topic tonight. First, I want to say I have a choice with Melanie on goat meat. I like goat meat too, and this is a very tasty and delicious meat. I prefer it too much. The subject culinary means having to do with cooking with kitchen, advanced cooking techniques, methods that those used require a deeper understanding of science of cooking and properties of food. I like much Chinese foods. There are very delicious dishes and flavorable food that are available in my city. There are many Chinese restaurants. There is a little town in my city named Chinatown. There are many restaurants that serves delicious dishes on Chinese dish that I prefer very much. Also in Bengali cuisines, there are good menus, both veg and non-veg dishes. I like different chicken menus like butter chicken, pepper chicken, and chicken rezala. In veg, there are fried rice, raita, and many food menus available in Bengali cuisines. Actually, I want to add a little bit on what I googled today on the culinary methods. There are three types of cooking methods. One is moist heat cooking. As the name indicates, moist heat cooking relies on the presence of liquid or steam to cook foods. Number two, dry heat cooking. Dry heat cooking works without any moisture. And number three, combination cooking. Combination cooking utilizes both dry and moist cooking methods. Formally, food ingredients refer to process of acquiring raw ingredients and making them ready for consumption. And I want to say a little bit on the oils of cooking. I think the master oil, what we usually use in our cooking, is very good for our health. Also, you use different vegetable oils too, for good for health, and it's delicious on cookings. Uh, that's all I want to say for today. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you. Good contribution. Appreciate it.
That's for sure. Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Appreciate that. Good stuff. Good stuff all the way around. All right.
Now, Sanju, I was going to say, if you can go ahead and refresh and see if that helps you. It might take the be right back away from your screen.
Right. Or just click on it again. Click
All right,
on be right back again. It may go away.
Oh, yeah, he didn't click on it.
Oh, to begin with? Oh,
Yeah.
not sure then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, refreshing may be the way to go. Let's go to Loney. Loney, talk to us about food, will you?
Hi.
Hi.
I wanted to contribute some about the water, the calcium water in Japan.
Yes.
Enagic did a study of the water because the people in that area, when they drink the water, their aging was, sort of reduced. They didn't age at a fast pace. So Enagic did a study of the water and got as close as they could with the alkaline water, which is actually very, very healthy. Their machine is called the Kangen machine. And most of us call the water miracle water. And it's actually very, very good. So that's what I wanted to contribute to the healthy living. And I do like goat meat too. I love goat meat actually. I prefer it to cow meat. So that's what I wanted to contribute.
All right. Thank you, Loney. We appreciate it. And I think we're going back to the San Juan Islands, I think. Yes, we are. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, I want to say, Loney, yes, you are correct. And that's what I was trying to get at, was the fact that the water is alkaline there where all these people are living. And we do know that alkaline, there's actually people out there today, they call them blue people because their body is so alkaline that they turn kind of a blue color. And alkaline, if we have an alkaline body, bacteria, no virus, no kind of disease can live in alkaline water. None. So I know, even though my brother-in-law, they bought a lot of people over there drink alkaline water. I drink alkaline water. In fact, I got some right here, and I drink alkaline water because it's good for your body. But anyway, that's what they did find in that town where those people were living older, was that their water they were drinking was very alkaline, and I think it was because of the actual calcium or how it was filtered and coming into their water supply system. But anyway, that was good. And one other thing is, Loney, you've done a good job making gifts. I just wanted to let you know.
Yay.
Thank you.
Good stuff all the way around there.
Thank you, thank you. I wanted to learn some more with your teaching today, but I couldn't find the link to attend the webinar, so I don't know if it actually took place.
It did. But tomorrow, Sifu Francis, I'm going to do another one.
Okay. All right.
So,
that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I
post
can
a
learn.
link to that for you, Loni. It's going to be in the RobLynn live chat on Messenger. It's also going to be posted in WhatsApp.
I also sent it to her. I don't know, Lonnie. I sent it to you. I don't know if I have the right Lonnie. I sent you the link.
I didn't see it. I didn't get any message from you. I put it on the chat there. I didn't see anything from you.
So you must be the wrong Lonnie then. I added
It has to
her.
be her. Loni, your Facebook profile has no picture and it has a GIF on it that you made. So that's how I know it's you.
Yeah, there's no picture. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you gotta check in your messenger for a message from Melanie because she did message you with the link.
Oh, okay. I usually don't check the first Facebook message. I thought she was going to send me a WhatsApp or a message through the phone.
Got it.
Okay. That's my bad. Thank you.
No problem.
And Greg, the alkaline water, it really works. I have been drinking alkaline water for more than 10 years, and I can testify to it that it does wonders for the body. It really does. And especially when you have the machine, so you don't have to buy the alkaline water because you don't know how long it's been stored in the bottles and in the plastic bottles. So when you
Right.
have the machine, I mean, it's sure, you can't go wrong.
Right. They're very expensive machines, though.
Yes, they are. So I'm hoping that when ONPASSIVE takes off, everybody can get a machine for themselves.
That would be good.
The apples are.
Yes.
All right, before we go on to anybody else, let's go to Armin Hogue. He's had his hand up a while. Go ahead, Armin. What do you got for us?
He's back. He got booted out.
Thank you. I don't know why, but I have my cell phone echoing, and I actually have the mic muted on my cell phone.
What you have to do is turn it. If you're on your cell phone, you need to turn it to silent, which is the button on the side. Okay, and now click on. Are you on the computer too? Then click on the computer on the mic, and should be all right. Or were you only on the?
He got booted. Oh no, he's still here. Why don't we go back to him when he comes
We'll
back?
come back to you, Armin. Let's go to Srijit, and then we'll go to Mel. Srijit, go ahead.
Thanks, Rob. I want to add a little bit on alkaline water. What I just searched in Google, that it's saying alkaline water has a greater pH level than that of plain tap water. It can neutralize acid in our bloodstream. Alkaline water can help prevent diseases such as cancer and heart disease. Some studies also suggest that alkaline water might help slow bone loss. These are the advantages of using alkaline waters that I just searched. Thank you.
Thank you, Srijit. Lynn and I have been having the discussion. Wasn't an argument. It was a discussion that alkaline water either is good for you or not so good for you. But I think you settled the case there. Thank you. All right, let's see. Armin disappeared on us. He'll be back. Let's go to Melanie. Go ahead, Mel.
The fancy name alkaline water is just simply pure water running from your tap. You fill up your bottle or you boil it and you leave it overnight. For a couple of days, you let it sit there and it's distilled. That's the best water for you. It does say alkaline, but it's not like you have to buy a machine to do anything. I used to be buying all these bottles of water, the big bottles, of water from Walmart or you know, the other grocery stores, and I stopped buying them for a while. All I do is boil my water. I have a special pot for the water, and then I drop a bit of salt, the kosher salt. I drop a bit of kosher salt in it and let it sit on the stove for a while. And after 2 days or one day even, I just bottle it up and put it. I don't have to put it on the fridge, but I like the cool water, and that's it. You don't need to buy the machine. You don't need to, you
All
know.
right.
It's alkaline is just a term, but
All right.
best
Well,
water is the running water, and let it sit there and distill.
okay. Thanks very much, Mel. We appreciate that. It's Regent as well. Let's go back to Armin, see if you can speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm having some tech issues, obviously. My laptop, but I just wanted to comment on Greg Hill, his great knowledge of what's going on. I cannot. I'm looking at interject. I'm looking at my cell phone, and I got the backdrop on. I don't know if you can see me on my cell phone. Can you see me?
No.
Yeah, there's everything's open. The mic's open. Video's open, and I don't have it. So like that's for the tech guys. This is a beta test thing. So that being said, I just want to say, Greg, hey, right on. It actually Otto Warburg won the Peace Prize. I think it was 1931 for curing all types of cancer, and you hit it right on the head. You said alkaline, and that's the key. Uh, all cancers live in an acidic state, and the only way you can kill it is if it lives in an alkaline state. All cancers can't live in an alkaline state, and that's why everybody that's in the know drink right here. I've been drinking this for 10 years. It's well, you can't see my camera, but it's called Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and it's organic, and it's about $10 a bottle. And you take about a tablespoon before you go to bed, and there you go. And even in the morning, I have some in the morning. I take a tablespoon, sometimes 3 tablespoons, but don't start off with 3. But that's the key. Thanks, Greg. You brought that up, and I was going to say the same thing. And I wrote something else here, so don't forget. No, that's it. Yeah, yeah. It kills all cancers. So there you go. And Otto Warburg was actually Adolf Hitler's personal chemist or doctor. I can't recall which one. And he was going to be taken away to go to Auschwitz. And Adolf Hitler saw the SS guards taking him away, and they said no. He said Adolf said nope, you can't take him, but he's Jewish. No, he's my physician, my doctor. And when they found where Hitler went to Argentina, and I think even Antarctica, they found vials of medication, which probably was apple cider vinegar or alkaline or something for his stomach, because he had stomach problems. Adolf Hitler did. But anyways, that's enough for me. Thanks, appreciate it.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate that, Armin. Okay. Now, before we go to Patty Andrea Cola for a little bit of signing, Pedro, do you want to throw something at us here about innovative culinary? What do you got for us?
Can you hear me?
You're loud and clear. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's great, because I am on 2 devices, and my picture on one is not, but finally I have picture on one and sound on the other. That's what I wanted, but I've been trying for a long time.
Thanks for
So
sticking with it, brother.
Yeah.
Anyhow, what I wanted to comment on is that this is a great topic that you picked tonight, because eating just animal, let's say animal meat, shouldn't be at the beginning. It seems to be that when beginning of according to creation, we were all vegetarians, and then he was allowed to eat animals later, which is okay. And I have, up to now that I am trying to correct my heart's functioning. I turned to plant-based things. And every time, like last night, we had a gathering, I had to go, and I ate some turkey. I had a reaction. It really bothers me. It seems to be that your body goes in one direction, and if you start trying something else, it doesn't help. Of course, I just, out of social pressure, you sometimes try this and that. But I've been doing just plant-based things, and it's a great thing that you spoke about this. I have tried, well, Rob mentioned sausages. Yeah, sausages, vegetarian sausages. They put all the ingredients. It tastes just like the real thing. So you don't have to compromise if you are on a vegetarian diet. Don mentioned that it's good to, oatmeal is good. I don't particularly like yogurt that much. So I use oatmeal. They say it's good for your heart, but I mix it with quinoa. That's a Peruvian seed, so tiny. Quinoa, supposed to have good health benefits. So I mix it too, and I boil them, and I add oatmeal milk. And then of course, blueberries, bananas, a banana, blueberries, an apple, and whatever other kind of four different fruits. That gets me through until the afternoon. So, it's just a way of training your body, and these things all have benefits. Meats also have their benefits, but it's so much controversy right now. I am determined to follow with plant-based and see what results I get with my heart, and see if I can get rid of my pills. I have never depended on pills, and so it's driving me crazy, the reaction of pills in my body. But yeah, you spoke about farming, and I had a personal experience with decision farming. It was actually somebody from Israel said that they use satellites to control the crops, and they can measure all kinds of things, like you were mentioning, the soil, and whether it needs fertilizers or it needs pesticide to prevent the crop from being lost. So there is a lot of benefits of this type of farming, and of course that probably will be beneficial for saving money in the cost in which, because you don't lose the crops and maybe produce more food at the same time with the smaller plots of land. I think that can benefit the smaller countries eventually. So those things is what I wanted to comment about on tonight, and I appreciate that you gave me the chance. Thank you everyone for the contribution.
All right, thank you, Pedro. We appreciate that. Just want to let everybody know we were at 115. That's 115 in terms of numbers, and we dropped 2, so we're down to 113. Not too shabby. We appreciate everybody's participation. This has turned into a pretty nifty subject. Let's go. We got time for one more before we do.
And say hi to Paul McFarland. He just came in. Hi,
all right. Hello, Paul. Welcome. Well, we might have time for 2 then. Let's go to Dawn. Dawn and DL.
No, I'll be real quick. I just wanted to mention another grain. He talked about kiwan, but millet is one of the most ancient grains out there. And it's very, very high in protein. It's something to check into, and it's very, very good for you. But it's called millet. And it's very, very good.
Right.
Yeah, but it's very ancient. It goes way back thousands of years ago. So it's one of the oldest grains.
Wow.
Very good.
Good stuff. Good stuff for sure. All right. Well, since you hopped on here, Paul, have you got something for us on innovative culinary stuff on food?
Well, actually, I'm still in the subway, so there may be a lot of noise behind me. But it's interesting to see that this thing works in the subways of New York.
That's that's live TV right here, live from the subway. What are you on the? You on the red line or the orange line or the green line?
I'm waiting on the R train. Just got off the E.
Just got
But
off the E.
Our train, BMT. There's no orange and green lines, Rob. BMT.
Sorry. Hey, hands up, hands up. I was thinking.
Orange green line is in
Sorry.
Boston.
but I don't want to spoil your alkaline water good feel stories. But I was thinking about this today as I was walking, and then something hit me. Our stomach is acidic. Our stomach makes hydrochloric acid, which is a very powerful acid. So what happens to the alkaline water when it gets into the stomach? Can somebody answer me? I'll go silent now.
It neutralizes the stomach.
So alkaline water neutralizes the stomach. You want to give me a head nod there? Yes or no there, Paul?
Well,
yeah. Does alkaline water neutralize the stomach acid?
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted.
Yes, it does.
I have to go look at the science and see what the science says because I'm not really sure on that one.
I am.
No
I
problem.
am.
Armin keeps unmuting, but you got Armin, it's loud. So when you're ready to speak, raise your hand and we'll call on you. Okay, Armin?
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, if I can say something quick. Tomorrow, 64 years, I lost the vision in my eye from a firecracker. And ironically, I'm right looking out my window now, and they have Victoria Day firecracker celebrations. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right on my window. I'm right by the beach. But I'll let you off. I have issues for 64 years. I hibernate this time of year. I got post-traumatic stress injury from that. So I'm just going to let you go, and I'll be listening. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Armin. Yeah, if you could mute, that'd be great. Thank you. And I think is it time for Patty? I think it is.
I think so.
Patty, and then we'll go for a song after that with John. Go ahead, Patty Andrea Cola.
She's ready. All right. Let's go to side view. Okay, let's go to side view. Everybody, please keep muted.
Pit stop.
And look for Patty. Look for Patty on the right side. Scroll till you see her.
I'm watching.
I see her. He says, are you guys ready?
Ready?
Hello. Love to all. Are you guys ready? Did you scroll and do you see me? All right. First word is rat. R-A-T. R, I'll try to make the background black rather than yellow. R-A-T. And the sign is the letter R and brushes your tip of your nose. Rat. Next word is red. R-E-D. R-E-D. And the sign is red. 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 Run. R U N. R U N. And the sign is this. This, I hope you can see that. Run, run, run. Rub. R U B. R U B. Rub. Two hands are just coming together and rubbing against each other. Rub. Next word is sad. S A D. S A D. And the sign is sad. Make sure your expression needs to be sad. Okay, so set. S E T. S E T. Your base hand and then this hand shape, set, set, set. Next word is tie. T I E. T I E. Tie. Tie. So, S E W. S E W. Saw. Wait. You spelled so. So. Oh, you say I did it again. I'm so tired. My brain is not working well. Sorry. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. Okay, the word is sew. S-E-W. S-E-W. And this is the sign for sew. So. The next word is top. T O P. T O P. And the sign is this. Top. 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 Exercise. Top. Next word is use. Use. U S E. U S E. And this is a sign. Your base hand here, the letter U, and you do this motion, use, back and forth, use. Next word is that. This is the word I mentioned earlier. It's S-SAW, S-A-W. S-A-W. SAW, SAW, SAW. Next word is tan. T A N. T A N. The letter T along the side of your face is the sign for tan. Tan. The last word is T. T-E-A. 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 And this is a sign for T. During the T.
All right, Patty. Good stuff. Thank you, Patty.
She's clapping for us. Patty.
All right.
You're welcome, she says. All right.
All right. Thank you, Patty, very much.
Sending love to everybody. See her love
Yeah,
sign.
love right back to Patty.
Love back to you.
All right, let's swing on over to New York City and pick up Mr. John Barilla, our resident baritone. Have you got one for us, Johnny?
Yes. Thank you very much, Rob. Well, I'm going to sing for you tonight. I'm a little sad. I'm a lot sad. A little sad. I'm a lot sad. I got some sad news today that a very dear friend of mine passed away. And but I want to give a little tribute to him. He is a fellow thespian. I've known him for many years, way back to college days. We both studied and majored in theater. We did lots of shows together at school, and it continued as we both came to New York City to be professionals. He was a director, he was a writer, he was an actor, he was a singer, and he gave me a lot of work over the years and a lot of friendship. Part of my what I would call have a kind of a theatrical New York family of folks that came from our school back in Ohio where we studied theater, and we all kind of stuck together here through the years, and so we were kind of family that way. And so he just passed, and I want to talk about him a little bit tonight, and to mention him. His name is Dennis Deal. Very talented man, very good human being. And so that being said, I'm gonna dedicate this song that I'm gonna do tonight. Actually did it before here, but I thought it would be very appropriate to sing this song in memory of my dear friend, Dennis Deal. Okay, here we go. Tears in Heaven. Eric Clapton song. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Thank you.
Appropriate song, John, and I got a little misty-eyed there because a week ago I lost a dear friend to cancer, and can't stop thinking about she and her husband. So I know where you're coming from, and that song was very fitting. So thanks for bringing it back.
Beautiful.
Nothing wrong with that. So thank you for that.
Beautiful tribute. Very
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
And wow. Well, we told you about tomorrow. You got first up in the morning, you got at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, you got Sifu Francis, and he's bringing along one of his friends, Mr. Hill, for a little bit of training on the gifts from the Giftmeister. And then tomorrow, being Tuesday, in the evening, you'll see, hopefully, God willing, RobLynn Live will be back on the RobLynn Network with Ollie Boy the Wonder Dog. And so that's that for today and tomorrow. Stay safe, stay well, and stay tuned, because ONPASSIVE is about to make you prouder than proud. So salute to all military veterans, salute to all active duty military, salute to all reservists, salute to all veterans, salute to all the first responders, and of course, you know it's coming. Look out, here it comes. Salute to every one of you, and thank you for being here tonight. Means a lot to both of us. Unmute and let's all say good night, buenas noches, etc.
Good night to everyone.
Hold the fort,
Bye.
hold the
Bye-bye.
fort, hold the fort, hold the fort. We didn't do a picture yet. Four elbows. It's in.
But let's do a picture.
Charlie Ellis, come on camera, brother. Let's have a picture.
Or whoever wants to come. Huron, got Huron, Paul.
Huron, come on. Paul, come on. Get off that subway, brother.
Sitaram.
Rob, I've been trying for the past 30 minutes to get this camera right, man. I'm lost here. I just
no
keep
problem.
clicking.
No problem. We're thinking about you, brother. Ain't a problem in the world, brother.
Love to you. All right.
Thanks for coming, Charlie.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
And if we see you, we hear you.
Yes. Hey.
2, 3, and smile.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Now let's unmute and say night all and arrivederci.
Arrivederci, Roma. Goodbye, all.
Good night, all. Thank you for being
Good
here.
night,
People,
everyone.
love you.
Thanks for coming, John. Appreciate it.
Bye.
See you later, Pedro.
Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you, Lynn.
Thanks, everybody. For
Thank you, Patricia. Sign language.
So,
Thank you very much to all of you.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye, Carmela.
Love you all. Sweet dreams.
All right, take care. 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye.